When you're growing stuff at home, you need to give it it needs some love, a little more than just sun and water. You might use Miracle-Gro, right? Yeah, you might use a little bit of Miracle-Gro. But if you use a lot, what you are likely to do is to kill your plant. So in Vietnam, we had an issue. We could not see the ground. The leaves and the trees, everything, they were just too thick. And so to be able to see the ground, we needed to drop a chemical on those leaves. We dropped something that's frequently referred to as Agent Orange. Agent Orange has something in it called dioxin. Dioxin is a carcinogen. It's also found in cigarettes. What do carcinogens cause? Yeah, you said it. Say it again. Cancer. Carcinogens cause cancer. So we dropped Agent Orange. Agent Orange has dioxin. And when you're standing under it, it gets the leaves right off the trees. But if you're standing underneath it, it falls on your skin. You breathe it in through your nose. You breathe it in through your mouth. It gets all over you. And it also lands on the ground and it gets into the water system. And so for people who are standing beneath it, it made them very sick. And for U.S. service members who were interacting with it and transporting it, it also made them sick. Some of them got sick immediately when they came home, some of them later, and some of them are still dealing with the effects today. This was a man who was serving in Vietnam, and he was a sniper in the Army. He was injured and he lost his leg. And he always wanted his name to be on the wall. He had buddies on the wall. But for your name to be on the wall, you have to have died in that conflict zone in Southeast Asia. So his name could not be there. He came home and got really sick pretty quickly. He died in 1987. He was only 37. And he died from the effects of dioxin and from working and being around things like Agent Orange. When he died, he left behind a wife, a daughter named Keisha, who was 10, and a son named Ryan, who was 7. And when he died, his brother brought this leg down to the wall, and his brother left it with a note that said, I'm leaving this here in part for my closure, so I can remember the good times and forget the bad. He said that this is as close as I could get you to having your name on the wall. Guys, 2.7 million people served in Vietnam. All of those people who went there were affected in some way or another. They all left behind people who loved them, whether it was their mothers like Charles Stewart, whether it was wives or husbands. Many left behind children. Some their fathers or mothers came home and some they did not. So when we're looking at all of these items, they all are connected to the person they came from, but they're also all connected to families, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandfathers, grandparents, different pieces like that, and friends as well.